Hello there. So, last week I was on a podcast and the interview was so much fun. The conversation was incredible. And I loved all of the questions that this fellow mom was asking me. And so I thought, why don't I turn some of those questions into like a mini series here where I can share a little bit more about me, as well as some of the things that I have experienced, how I help my clients, all these little stories that really help to kind of fill in the gaps, so to say. So the very first question that she asked me was, who are you? Right? And I don't believe that I have formally introduced myself on this platform, so we're going to do that. So for those of you who don't know, and maybe this is the first time that you're catching me on a video here, I am Dr. Stephanie Snyder, not a medical doctor. I have my Ph.D. in higher education, and I earned that, let's see, what year did I actually graduate? In 2018 was when I actually graduated, but I finished my dissertation in 2017, right before baby number 4 was born, which leads me into this next part. I am a military wife and mom of 4. My husband and I just celebrated 17 years earlier this month, and we have traveled quite a bit in the military, not as much as some people, but more than other people. And we currently reside in Virginia. We love it so very much here. We have lived in Sicily, we've lived in Mississippi, and when we lived in Sicily, we did a lot of traveling through Europe. So we have lots of pictures, lots of stories about living abroad. So that is so fun. And a mom of 4. So my kids are awesome. They're awesome. They make me crazy from time to time, as they should, right? I mean, if your kids are awesome all the time, there's something you should be looking at potentially. Not sure. But my kids are awesome. My son is the oldest. He's currently 16, and then my daughters are 13, 8, and 6. So we are busy, to say the least. We do a lot of soccer. All of them are actually playing soccer right now, although my son's favorite sport is golf. He's very good at that and spends a lot of time at the golf course, but he does play soccer for the school that he goes to. And then my daughters are all in soccer as well. So we are soccer parents. We live and breathe it. We've got the soccer net in the backyard, all the things. So that is part of that side of things. And then in terms of me, right? Because I am a firm believer that we are more than moms. There has to be something else that gets you going, because at some point, believe it or not, your children are going to leave the house. And you're gonna want to be able to have a conversation with another adult that doesn't involve children at some point, right? And so for me, this is really part of my work, is helping moms to remember who they are, to be able to prioritize themselves, because quite frankly, when mom is not at her best, she cannot be the best for everybody else. And that is so, so important. That's also another reason why I prioritize my relationship with my husband. So we squeeze in date nights, we plan date nights. Sometimes it's just, hey, let's go head to the Mexican place and have a margarita and some chips and salsa. Let's actually have a conversation without children screaming in the background. And sometimes we say, you know what, hey, we're actually gonna go away for a week. We're gonna spend time reconnecting and those kinds of things. So we do definitely prioritize that. And again, back to me as a person. So if I were to be asked, what is something that you do for fun? I think fun should be a part of everything. Joy should be a part of everything. So there are very few things that happen during my day that are not fun or that do not bring me joy. But it was not always this way. I spent a very long time doing a whole lot of stuff that was just exhausting, because I felt like that was going to make me a better mom. I felt like there was a list of things that I had to do to be a good mom, and I had to do those things and check it off to fit into the good mom box. And then what I realized was that was exhausting, and I didn't want to do it that way anymore. And so I started to cut back on all of the nonsense that I was doing throughout the day and decided that I would just do the things that brought me joy. And creating that intention around the things that brought me joy increased the joy in my life. And so something as simple as doing the laundry or washing dishes, I have turned it into a game. I've made it enjoyable. So I will watch TV while I'm folding laundry, or I'll have a dance party while I'm folding laundry, or I will listen to a podcast, or, ask my kids to do the kitchen or the laundry if I really don't feel like it that day, right? But I definitely enjoy, obviously, bringing joy into things. So for a little while, we had a horse, and I spent a lot of time at the barn, and then I got injured and I got bucked off, had a compression fracture in my spine, was on bed rest for 3 months. That was fairly miserable. And at the same time, my horse was getting older, and so my trainer had said, hey, let's send him back home, because we were leasing him, similar to a car lease. Yeah, you can lease horses. He was getting old, having a lot of health concerns, so we did send him back, and I miss that dearly. So the other things that I do for myself, I love bubble baths. You will absolutely see that on my social media. Bubble baths are my favorite. I do that fairly frequently because it's a great place for me to read my book, for me to unwind, for me to just relax and let go. I also enjoy competing in, I don't want to call them extreme sports, but let's call them endurance races. I've done several triathlons now. Do love those, so you will also see that on my social media as well. Those are just fun for me. It's a fun environment to be in. The triathlons, if you're unfamiliar, are a swim, bike, run, and they are a mental challenge for sure, not to mention the physical endurance that you go through. So that is kind of me in a nutshell, but what I would love to do is also share some random silliness with you, because why the heck not, right? So some fun things that most people don't know about me is that I can balance just about anything on my head. And maybe I can't do it now because I'm on camera, but it's not gonna let me. I don't know. Let's see. No, it's we're having a situation here. It's fine. It's gonna be fine, guys. It's gonna be fine. Baby, I don't know. It's been a while since I've tried to balance anything on my head. It's kind of a skill you have to keep up. I did it once with a full bottle of wine. My friends were very, very impressed. I also did it another time with, now I'm nervous and I can't do it. So temporarily, for about 4 seconds maybe. Also, there was a very funny story. My son and I, shortly around the time that COVID started, we had to go to the grocery store, and we were getting whipped cream. And my son and I both grabbed a thing of the sprayable whipped cream, right? And he was like, no, Mom, we're taking mine. And I was like, no, we're gonna take my bottle. And he started to argue with me, and I said, okay. I said, whoever can make it to the cash register first. And he started to run. I said, while balancing this on your head, we get to keep that whipped cream bottle. And so the two of us are racing through the grocery store, trying to maintain balancing this whipped cream on our head. It was quite a sight. We got a lot of dirty looks. We also got some smirks out of people because it was just so ridiculous. But if you can't have fun, why are you doing it, right? And that can make some people crazy, because some people can be very serious. about life and about all the things. If you're going to do something, you might as well enjoy it. Life is too short to do a whole bunch of crap that you don't want to do. So, some random little tidbits about me. I'm going to practice on my balancing now because I'm a little annoyed that I wasn't able to hold that for very long. I'm wondering if I have like weird curves in my head now. So, all right. I've kept you long enough, but this was just, I just wanted to introduce myself to you all, tell you a little bit more about me. And then in the next coming weeks, we're going to dive into some other topics, share a little bit more about the work that I do with my clients. And totally forgot about this. Next week, starting on October 2nd, I am doing a 5-day masterclass, a free masterclass. I am so excited for this masterclass. This is called Worthy. It is a 5-day reclamation. So this Worthy Masterclass is about reconnecting and reclaiming your worth, because the truth is you were born worthy and there's nothing you can do or not do to change that. And so this masterclass is going to be really powerful, really just, it's so many words for this that I could probably gush about it for hours on end. But this masterclass is just, it's so near and dear to my heart because worthiness has been the thing that I have seen just make so many people stumble and give up on their dreams and all of that, that really to anchor in being worthy is life-changing. And so if you want to join that masterclass, you can check out, it's on Facebook. It's going to be in the Overjoyed Moms group. You can send me a message, comment below, whatever you need. I'll be happy to send you that link. We start on Monday with that masterclass. It is a free masterclass. We're going to start Monday, October 2nd. So I'm sending you so much love. I hope you have an incredible rest of your day.